Hello, beautiful people. I desire you all are well today. All right, ladies. So today I'm going to be posting a tutorial on my hair mask that I do called Lushly Rooted by my Freakin' Nature collection. What this is a nutrient-dense mask. I know a few of you have been asking about my hair and the masks. So today I'm going to show you all how I make that, what each individual food item or powder or oil is used for, and basically how I got started. And at the end of this video, well, not at the end, but in the description box, I will have a few food items that you can incorporate into your diet to also help with your hair growth journey. Now, in 2018, my hair was really long, longer than this, thicker than this. As it had been my whole life. And about 2019, 2020, my hair started thinning and falling out, and it just, it wasn't working for me. I used to get Brazilian blowouts all the time, so I'm not sure if that played a factor or if I just started having, cortisol issues. Not 100% sure, but I knew there was something that I had to do about my hair. So I started doing some research because I wanted to do everything naturally. I didn't want to go and get anything topical on my hair with chemicals. I wanted to do it the natural way. And yes, I knew it would take some time. So in 2024 was when I perfected my formula. The only thing I had to incorporate was food into my diet. Go figure. But anywho, so I'm going to show you guys how to make this mask. Very simple. You should be able to get 2 out of this. I only do them, like I said, when my hair starts to feel dry with my hair products. But yeah, and I will be also posting pictures of my hair in 2018, 2019, and then as you can see, you'll be able to see the difference here. All right, let's get to it. The first thing what you're going to need is aloe. Aloe is good for hydration and moisture retention. You have your avocado. It nourishes your brittle strands and also gives you elasticity and shine. Now, mayo and fenugreek have the same benefits. They give you slip and moisture. You want egg. Egg also gives you protein. Now, olive oil helps with dryness and it seals in moisture. Any brand is fine. Just make sure it's virgin. And then your coconut oil penetrates the hair shaft, reduces protein loss, and it also helps add moisture. You want to melt that if it's solid. I just put it in the microwave for like 30 seconds. And I don't measure anything, guys, so just bear with me while I do this. I'll try to be as descriptive as possible with the measurements. Now we have Chebe. Now this Chebe powder, this minimizes breakage. We have Amla. Amla is full of antioxidants, and I mean full of it, and it gives you a stronger feeling in the hair, and it helps overall scalp health. We have neem powder. It's a scalp cleansing and balancer. It's good for flaky, irritated hair. Bear with me as I say this name. Bringaraj powder. It's called the king of hair. So in Ayurveda, so it gives you fuller and healthier looking hair. Now, we also have rosemary oil, which is a scalp stimulant and helps with circulation. And then we have peppermint oil, which is cooling. So it helps basically awakens the scalp and refreshes the buildup in the hair. And then you want to have some water, purified water nearby. Sometimes it does get thick in the blender, so you want to level that out with that. I will also have the ingredients in the description box as well. One moment while I get us ready to start blending these items together. Once you have all your ingredients, then we're going to need a blender to get this all set. All right. Now, for basics, if you're not sure what you're allergic to, I recommend just starting off slow and incorporating as you go. The basics when I first started was basically aloe, avocado, egg, and mayonnaise. That's it. And your olive oil, coconut oil. And you can also use Jamaican black castor oil as well. That's one I don't have out here. Typically I do, but I don't have it. This is just like a starter tutorial. But what you'll do is you'll cut your aloe, and I take a spoon. So I just cut the little sharp edges off, and then I cut it in half. And you want to take it, scrape it. Till it's like almost flat. Well, till it is flat. You want to scrape all of that out. I just sometimes just scrape it, just the gel, but sometimes if I'm in a rush or have something else to do, then I'll go ahead and just scrape as much of the center out, like just thickly. It's okay, you're gonna blend it anyway. A little goes a long way. I usually use about two of these little squares of the aloe. So this is my first one. As you go, you'll learn like how much to use and then take away. But like I said, you should get two masks out of here. All right, now you're gonna take your avocado. I cut it down and then to the side to make little squares before I scoop it out. For me, sometimes I just need like a medium, and I just use like half of the avocado. And you want it right, it needs to be soft. You're gonna take your egg. All right. Take our mayonnaise. I'm gonna stick this spoon in here because this is almost done. I do like maybe 1 big tablespoon of the mayonnaise. For the coconut oil, I would say this is about maybe 1/4 of a cup. Okay, for the olive oil, I'm going to do about the same, but I am going to add a little more of the olive oil. So about 1/4. You can add a little bit more if you want to. I love olive oil in my hair. And coconut oil. All right. Now we're going to get to the powder. So before we get to the powders, let's go ahead and blend this. want to blend it up till it's creamy looking. And you see how thick it already is? That's why you need your water. So what we're going to do now, before we blend the powders in, we're just going to add a little water. About a splash. So, blend it. If it's still pretty thick, add some more water because the powder is going to make it even thicker. Okay. So I like to see it come up like that loosely because what that means is that I have wiggle room with the powders. Because you don't want it too thick to where it does not blend. Okay, so you can add the powder in any kind of order, it doesn't matter. I should do like a big pinchful, like big. Oops. Like as much as I can pinch is how much I put in there because a little goes a long way. This is a very potent mask, okay? Put a lot in here. And I always keep a towel or something nearby. You're gonna make a lot of mess. That's why I call it freaking nature. All right, for the Chebe, I do a small pinch, maybe 2. For the Bringarage powder, I do a big pinch like the knee. 1 big pinch. Sometimes 2. It's the king of hair, remember. Fenugreek powder, I'm going to do 2 small pinches because of the mayo. They have the same benefits. Fenugreek smells really good to me. A lot of people don't like the smell of it, but I do. I love the smell of fenugreek. It has it has a nutty smell to it. All right, and for the Aloe powder, I do 1 big pinch. So we have our powders in. I'm gonna go ahead and blend this. You want to make it does that with the powders because they just fly up. So you want to get you like a spoon or a flat spatula, and you want to make sure you push your powders down in there in your mask so it can mix and blend properly all the way. And then if it's thick, you want to add water. Okay, I think we got a good mixture here. So you don't want it too thick and you don't want it too runny either. So before you add water, just check to see. Okay, I think this is fine. right, since we have pushed our powders down so they can blend. And if it is too runny, you can add whatever powder, more of whatever powder you want. I recommend either the Amla, the Neem, the Bringarage, or you can add a little more fenugreek too. But the Chebe's fine. So for the rosemary, we're going to do 6 to 10 drops of the rosemary essential oil. And then with the peppermint oil, the same amount, 6 to 10 drops. Okay. Sorry, these things are hard to, it take a little while to get out. So we're gonna blend this. Okay, I like mine thick like this so it can stay stuck to the so it can stay on the hair shaft. So you can just mix if it's blended really well. All your powders are blended. Because you want it thick, but you not too thick. So this kind of consistency here. This could be a little thicker, but it's fine to me. But that's perfect consistency though. But a little thicker is not bad. Just a little bit, not too much. Okay, so we have that blended in. All right, let me clean real quickly. Okay, so as I said, it's gonna get a little messy, so I like to clean as I go. So we have that blended, and you just need like a bowl. Doesn't have to be glass, can be any kind of bowl. You're gonna pour your mixture here. See, like I said, you get a lot out of it. So like I said, this should be about 2 to 3 masks, depending on how long your hair is. What you want to do is freeze it, the remaining, and use it within a month. So you can do this once a week, or if it's enough for 2, you can, of course, do it every 2 weeks. Me personally, for me, it's every 2 to 3 weeks. But when I was really wanting my hair to grow, I was on it every week. It's up to you. But every 2 weeks should be a great start, especially if this will be a new routine for you. Sometimes, and then so what I typically do is I rinse my hair before I rinse my hair. I haven't washed it yet. I'm going to rinse it, put my mask on, part my hair into sections, twist as I go, and then leave it on for 20 to 40 minutes is how long I leave the mask on for. I also do, if you have like a heat cap or a little dryer you can put over your head, I do that for about 15 minutes too. So just to get this circulation going. And again, like I said, any kind of shampoo is fine. I recommend Apogee. Personally, it works well for my hair. It still leaves it feeling soft and moisturized. It doesn't feel dry or like all the moisture has been sucked out of my head. Not my head, my hair. But I do desire that this helps you guys. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. Play around with the recipe. Remember, start small, and speak with your doctor before, trying any new health regimen. This is not an overnight growth. This is not for overnight growth, moisture. This is something that creates longevity, not only for you, but the care you put into yourself. and your hair, okay? Our hair is everything. Guys, you are more than welcome to try this mask as well. But if you are losing your hair, anything like that, or bald, I recommend speaking to your physician before trying any of these powders, anything like that. But like I said, happy healing this healthy hair of yours, and welcome to Freaking Nature.